Why don't you understand that anime belongs in the trash?
I don't think it's a secret that I'm not much of an anime fan. I mean, I watch it from time to time and I even enjoy it from time to time, but there are things about it that I just really don't like. In my previous video I talked about the visual aspect of anime, and now I'm gonna talk about the story. Who am I to talk about storytelling? Well, I'm nobody, I just like writing sometimes. I rarely finish any of my stories, but criticizing anime is one of my hobbies, and it's also a good exercise for me to articulate exactly what I don't like about it. When people think about the problem with anime storytelling, they usually think of the tropes, mostly the shonen/isekai/fantasy genre tropes. There's the self-insert, overpowered protagonists, the fantasy world inspired by medieval Europe, the gaming logic of the world, the weird sexualization, etc. There's an abundance of those right now. But I think it's more than that. It's not just about those elements. It's more of a big issue that nearly all anime has with their storytelling, which is a big pet peeve of mine. I was also gonna talk about a lot of anime feeling formulaic and going nowhere, but I decided to focus on one thing at a time, so right now I'm just gonna talk about the storytelling, meaning how the story is told, not the story itself. So let's get started, shall we? Show, don't tell. If you know anything about writing, you know that one of the most important storytelling rules is the show, don't tell. Meanwhile, anime seems to break this rule constantly and nobody seems to care. In short, show don't tell means don't be on the nose with your exposition. Use visual means and subtext to convey it, at least when it comes to visual medium. That rule is applied differently for books and comics than for screen media like live action and animation. For books, the writer needs to rely more on internal monologues and descriptive language to convey the characters' thoughts and emotions, since they can't rely as much on visuals. For comics, while there is a visual element, writers often include some thought bubbles to give a better perspective of what the characters are feeling when the drawing isn't enough. But for screen media, you can go deeper into the small facial expressions and body language to express these ideas without needing to explicitly state them through internal monologuing. For all mediums, though, the dialogue has to have a reason to be there. Have it be meaningful and subtle. Basically, use your dialogue wisely and make the exposition feel natural within the dialogue. Anime, in the meanwhile, does most of its expositions not with visuals or subtle dialogue, but with internal monologues and on-the-nose dialogue. It uses them constantly and nobody seems to think this is a bad thing. I can't even count how many times an anime character had internal monologues like, "He's so cool," "I can't believe he can do that," or my favorite, "He's so fast." Some might say this is just an anime thing, but, well, I'm here to say no, it's bad storytelling. It's fine with manga most of the time, but for animation, it just slows the story down. Just to make my point clear, I analyzed episode 7 of 5 different anime and made a chart. I was gonna talk more about it, but I'm kinda dragging on making this video, so I'm just gonna show you the chart. So, as you can see, My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer suck, to nobody's surprise. 20 to 25% of the anime is internal monologue, and the rest is mostly on the nose and useless dialogue. Chainsaw Man I put on purpose here just to show an example of an anime that has good storytelling. The internal monologuing was actually used pretty well and the conversations were written realistically and had a point to them. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm tired talking about trash. Motivation is hard to get and I'm out of it for this video, so I'm just gonna end it here.